Hey everyone, welcome back to another week of Gamerscore Weekly with your host, Polish Gaming. Now, with this week, we've got, it hasn't actually been a little bit of a slow week this week, but first off here, we've got Tiny Little Farm. Now, this is a management game. Now, this was just DLC for this week, so it was on the Series X and Xbox One. Now, it's by Phoenix Reborn Games. Usually this hits at $7.45, but with this, I was just doing the DLC. So the DLC for this one is all you got to do is go into the game. I've already played most of this game, so all I had to do was sell items. So sell 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 items. Once you do all that, you'll get the 5 achievements, each worth 200 game score. That'll give you 1,000 game score for the DLC update there. And like I said, that's across both platforms, so that sits at 2,000 game score for both of those. Now, the next one here is Draconic Resurgence. Now, this is a platformer game. This is another one by Phoenix Reborn Games. $7.45 this usually sits at, but with this one, it was just DLC for this week. So, another 1,000 gamer score on both systems, 2,000 game score up. And with this, all you have to do is defeat 50 enemies. So, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. That one there will get all 5 achievements, each worth 200 game score for the 1,000 G. And, of course, like I say, it's 2,000 gamer score all up for the both of them. Now, the next one here is Shy Cat's Hidden Track Volume 1. Now, this is by Lucky Raccoon Games. This is a puzzle game. This is another one of those ones where it's like I Spy, Where's Wally? You got to basically find all the cats. This was normally $6.75 with this one, but it was another DLC. Now, this is actually one of the first ones that's actually come out with DLC for these type of games, but quite fun. There was a whole certain one with this. You basically got the level Paris. You just got to go around and buy a drummer, singer, guitarist, pianist, all of these ones. So there's a certain amount of ones for that. And once you do all that, you get the 1,000 game score. Now, next here is Block Tower TD. Now, this is a tower defense game by Desert Water Games, and this one sits at $9.05. But once again, it's another DLC for this week, and this is a 1,000 gamer score. And all you got to do with this is kill 1,200, 1,400, 1,600, 1,800, and 2,000 enemies. So pretty easy, straightforward 1,000 gamer score there. Now, the next one here is a little bit of annoyance because it's Soko Nature. Part of the Soko series, there's a lot of like Soko Bunny, Soko Nature, Soko Frog. There's quite a lot of them. They're puzzle game by Old School Vibes. Now, this currently is $7.17 on special and usually sits at $11.90. So quite a bit of a high game. Relatively fun for a puzzle game. But here's the annoying part about it. It is a 3,000 gamer score title, but once they released the newest update, it for some reason stopped allowing the second DLC to work, which is basically touch blocks. So you got to touch blocks 5 times. So very easy, and I should have got that by not even the 5th level. You should get that, but so I can only get that 2,000 game score this one. But with that, it is just completing levels up to level 50, and it's pretty much it. And with the DLC, it's just a little bit of difference, but that should come up an update later on. Now, next one here is Super Forklift 3000. It's another It's a Windows game here. It's a shoot 'em up by Marcus Game Dev, and it's $7.45 with this one. I had already bought the bundle last week, but I hadn't actually got around to going onto PC. So I finally got around to going to PC with this one. You got to get a certain amount on levels 1 to 4. Do the boss rush, a certain amount of, I think it's 15,000. I don't know, 7,500, and then the boxes mode is 15,000. So it's pretty simple, and you die 16 times. So it's a pretty simple game by that one there. And yeah, I hadn't done it on the Windows as last week. I'd done it on the Xbox Series X and the Xbox One. So good to get that out of the way for the Windows. Now, next one here is Cat in the Rain. Now, this is a platform game by Phoenix Reborn Games. $7.45 this one sits at, but this was another DLC that I'd done the other 2 DLCs for the Xbox Series X and Xbox One last week, but this week I went over into my mates and played the PC version. So that's another 1,000 game score. All you got to do is complete levels 38, 39, 41, 42, and 43. So once again, very simple, just pretty much completing those levels and you are done. Now, the next one here is Drone Gladiator. Now, this was on the Windows PC there, and it's a third-person shooter. Basically, you're just a drone just kind of shooting. It's almost like a shmup, but not really. It's a 3D kind of scope. It's by Flying Islands. Now, this was $2.23 on special this week. Usually sits at $7.45. Now, this was 2,000 gamer score. And with this, you just got to kill a certain amount of enemies, with specific weapons. It's very simple like that. You got to jump in the ocean at one point. You got to kill teleporters, which come really sporadically at level 6 and 7. So you just got to go back and just go over this. But other than that, it's pretty simple. And complete waves up to 40, but you don't actually have to get to 40. You can just complete 10, go back, 10, go back, and just do that like that. So pretty easy. Now, the next games here are it's one game, but it's on 2 different platforms. It was actually on 3, but I haven't done the 3rd one. So with this one, it's Penguin Flight Beyond the Clouds. Now, this is on the Series X and the Xbox One and Windows, but this week I only done the Series X and the Xbox One as I haven't had time to go around to my mate's place and do it on the PC. This is by AFIL Games, and I did buy the bundle, which is sat this week at $9.56. Usually this sits at $11.95. But with this, it's 2,000 gamer score on each section here. Very simple with this. All you do is complete a certain amount of levels. It's like Duck Run. It's another one of those ones where the blue balls like make you jump and the yellow ones make you dash. So you got to dash over. You got to go for teleporters. Pretty much you got to complete levels without dying. You got to dash a certain amount of times, and you got to complete the levels without using checkpoints. So pretty simple, but it's it can be a little bit annoying on the later levels, but not really. It was pretty quick. You can pretty much do it in about 15 minutes. Now, that's me for this week. Now, that sets me at 17,000 gamer score for the week in total and puts me at 1,754,415. And what's awesome about this week, I finally got to number 3. So now I'm currently 3rd in New Zealand on True Achievement. So I beat Facebook.com. And so that punches me up to 3rd. And now I'm pushing for that 2nd place. So I'm coming for... oh no, I forgot his name. But yeah, so now I'm gunning for him. So I'm 3rd in the country now, which is a pretty good accomplishment. And I will be gunning for 2nd. That's me for this week. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Always put comments up. I'm always absolutely always going to respond to them. And don't forget to get notified on ring that bell so you get notified on all my videos. And got some goods kind of coming up. It's been a bit lackluster with Pokemon, but at the moment we are coming into a very big season with a lot of different stuff come out, like Prismatic, Destined Rivals, Black Bolt, and White Flare. Like there's a lot coming out, so I'll be buying quite a bit of that. And my weekly pickups this week, I've got a bit of a grail, so stay tuned for that one and definitely watch the pickups because it's going to be a real great one. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.